Debonella, I am so shocked that this is like this. I am really shocked by this. So as you'll know, if you've watched these unboxings before, Witch Casket is a subscription service based here in the UK. I love their boxes. It normally contains quite a few items, various witchy type items. Now the cost is £29 in the UK, including P&P, £34 in Europe, and £36 in the rest of the world. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. I've got to say that. Okay, so then let's have a look in the box. So I love the design of the boxes. I think I comment on that every single time. So calming magic. This does look a little bit like the Old West, you know, like those wanted posters. I don't know why, it's just giving me that vibe. Anyway, let's have a look. It says, the return of the old lady specs. Right, let's have a little look. See, it says, hello, our beautiful Witch Casket family. Here is your July Witch Casket, and this month it's all about calming magic. We hope this casket and its contents will help to ease all stress and anxiety and encourage a sense of peace and well-being. Please read through this pamphlet so you can familiarize yourself with the contents and any safety information. They're talking about next month, so how to tag them, sending all our love and positive energies to you all. Now, Debonella. Now, Deb has actually written a book. It's called The Witctionary. So it's like a dictionary of witchy terms. Now that sounds really interesting, and I know that's on pre-release on Amazon. So I'm thinking about getting that, and then I'll do a full review. I must say, I do like that artwork. I do like that artwork. I must start doing something with the artwork they send. But anyway, we'll have a look at the end and make sure I've got everything from the box. So we'll just put that to one side. So always, we get an art print. Now, we have had something similar to this before, but I don't mind that. I do quite like these. I like the bigger size ones as well. And yes, it is still a monthly manifestation card. It says, what are my goals this month? What practical steps can I take to reach these goals? And what magical steps can I take to reach these goals? And then your little magicy charmy bit says, the seeds are planted, intentions are set. I command my desires be met. Oh, we've got a ring again. This is cool. As you can see, these stickers here, by the way, are all from previous Witch Casket boxes. Now, we do always get a monthly scroll as well. I do quite like these rings, you know. I do make jewelry bits and key rings and all sorts of bits and pieces, which I'm in the process of making for my own little witchy shop. So that's coming in October. So things like this are always sort of just useful, but it's also a nice way of sealing the scroll. Now, we do always get a scroll. This is our grounding scroll. I'll read you the first little bit. It says, connecting yourself to the energies of the earth by grounding is a way of releasing negative energy and stress, and can bring a sense of connection, calm and focus. And then it talks a little bit about a grounding technique. So I decided a long time ago not to go through all of the details on the scrolls with everybody. If you want to look at them, I'm sure there's other places on the internet, but these are really nice in a sort of in a book of shadows, or pasted into a book of shadows, or even just put into like an A4 binder. They're quite nice to have. Right, so I know I say it every time we get them, but these packing peanut kernel things, these things are biodegradable, so you can just, I mean, you can squish them down to virtually nothing, but you can also pop them into some water and they just dissolve. So they are all about the recycling, the environmental impact of their boxes and everything. Everything is recyclable in their packaging, and they also plant a tree for every box that they sell, which is good. Right, so we're just going to go through it in order. Calming smelling salts. Oh, it says, inhale the therapeutic fragrance to bring calm in times of stress. Can also be used as bath salts. It's an aromatic salt blend containing 100% ylang-ylang, bergamot and lavender oils. A time-tested anti-anxiety blend from Deb's Family Book of Shadows. Well, ylang-ylang, bergamot and lavender, I mean, it's not just from Deb's Family's Book of Shadows. I think this is quite a standard sort of calming oil mix. Ylang ylang gives it that little sweetness. Bergamot gives it that freshness. I do like the glass bottle. I quite like the little jar. That's quite cool. And it just says on it, calming smelling salts. Let's give it an old whiff. Hang on, here we go. So, oh, do you know what that smells like? Obviously, ylang ylang, bergamot, and lavender, but the exact mix of this, do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of shake and vac.
Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back. Do the shake and vac and put the freshness back.
But this is what that smells like to me. But that's actually quite nice. I like that. That smells nice. So I do like that. So yeah, so that's not bad. Quite like that. It's not wowing me, but you know, it's all right. Well, let's see. This little, oh, I was expecting it to be a round thing. What's this? I imagine this will be for some cards or something. That's what I'm imagining this is for. Maybe we put like a manifestation card or something like that goes in the slot, and then maybe some calming crystals. I don't know. We'll have to see. At the moment, I don't even know what exactly that is for. So we'll put that to this side, and hopefully that, I'm going to move that out of the way. Hopefully that will be explained a little bit later. So what else have we got in here? Witch Casket exclusives, Peace of Mind Fire Bowl. Okay, and it says an enchanting bowl to perform fire magic to banish anxiety, stress, and overthinking. Now, I am one for overthinking. Partly that's my ADHD, and partly that's my ADHD. But you know, so it's got. Have we got instructions? Oh, we do. Ooh, I rid myself of, a little book with a lovely pen on the back. I like that. You know, I say it every month, the design work that they use for this, that carries over into every single item, I really do appreciate. It says, note down on a piece of paper what it is you'd like to be free of. This can be anything that is causing you stress or anxiety, or something you feel the need to move on from. Fold the paper, ensuring your bowl is on a heat-proof surface that won't be damaged by the heat from the spell. Add the paper to the bowl and burn it. As it burns, state the following: I command that you be gone. Bother me not from now on. Open the bowl and the ashes from the spell. Oh, once the bowl and the ashes from the spell are cooled completely, you can carry them far from home and bury them, flush them away, or blow them away in the wind. Anything to symbolize they are far away. That is a very, very, very common and very widely used fire spell. It's even in the craft, a version of it's in the craft, and it's also quite often used just in therapeutic purposes. So in a lot of counseling, a lot of mindfulness, if you're wanting to potentially rid yourself of something like that, it's like a physical way of embodying it disappearing. So let's look at the little bowl itself. Okay, I mean, it's nice enough. I quite like it. It's not blowing me away, but I do use other bowls and fireproof bowls and things like this quite often. I think it would also be quite nice as put a little charcoal dish in the bottom and use it for burning herbs and things like that. So I think it's got multiple uses, but a nice little fireproof fire bowl, it's quite a nice thing. I do already have one or two from Witch Casket in the past, but you know, it's not a bad item to have. It's got a bit of heft to it as well, which is quite cool. So what's this? Oh, we're back on the incense. Right, okay. Loving vibrations incense, it says. Light the incense and affirm: calming energy surrounding me, ease my stress and anxiety, soothe my mind, set it free, as I will it, so mote it be. Don't mind that. It says for use with incense holders and ash catchers only. Does it say what's? Oh, there we go. A calming blend of violet and ylang ylang. So again with the ylang ylang, let's have a little sniff of this. As y'all know, I can't use incense in the house because of Rufus's asthma, my husband's asthma, but oh my god, that's not one I would burn even if I could. The combination of violet and ylang ylang, it's like my nan's house it's like my nan. Do you know what it actually, oh wow, do you know what that actually is reminding me of? So in my nan's house on the top floor was a spare room, and in the wardrobe was all of her mum, so my great grandmother's old fur coats, and they were just stored there after my great grandmother had died. And there was mothballs that had been scented, and that's what this smells like. It smells like great grandmother's fur coat mothballs. So that's nice. Y'all know I'm never a fan of the incense, but anyway, what's this? Calming card deck. Ooh, wonder if we use it with a little disky thing, the little shape. A gentle yet empowering deck to ease your daily stresses. Pull a card a day to bring clarity and perspective. Please don't just be an affirmation deck. Please don't just be an affirmation deck. Let's have a wee look. Oh, okay. I mean, it's a round deck, so it's going to say witch casket on the front. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad design, is it? It's all right. And then we've got, beneath the noise generated by your thoughts, a perpetual stillness is always accessible within you. What are these supposed to be? Pull a card to bring clarity. Okay, so these are clarity and perspective cards. Okay. Once you realize the great power you hold, you will become fearless. Let go of everything that weighs you down. Simply let it go. I have issues with these instantly. I'm 3 cards in. Right. But the issue I have, let go of everything that weighs you down. Simply let it go. Well, you know, if the things that are stressing you in life are quite important, quite big things, if it's more than just, you know, a little light issue, if you're going through some shit, letting it go isn't really going to help. You know, if you're going through divorce and your ex-partner's an absolute twat muffin, then there is no way in hell that just letting go of your feelings about it are going to change or improve the situation at all. So this sort of toxic positivity, oh, I'll just positive affirmation it away. I have major issues with this. For people who are going through actual psychological issues and actual trauma, because a lot of times you can't just let it go, and you need counseling therapy, and very careful counseling therapy for you to be able to do things like this. It's like shadow work. This as well, this idea of, oh, if you're totally depressed and you know you're in a really dark place, just let it go. Have you tried not being depressed? This might be a great big Trust in the universe. There is a vast eternal plan at play. See, that's more what I was expecting. A few moments of mindfulness can change your day. Give yourself that time. That's more of what I was expecting. Visualize a magic circle around you, a sacred space. Allow no negativity to cross this magical, invincible boundary. Okay, that's okay. Tranquility can be found in self-love. Prioritize this above all else. Maybe prioritize your safety above all else, and then, although I guess prioritizing your safety would be an act of self-love, I guess that could be construed that way at a push. Choose your thoughts wisely. You are in control. No, again, no. Somebody who is suffering from clinical depression, this is setting the idea that you can actually just not be depressed. Have you thought about not being depressed? This is, oh, Debonella, I am so shocked that this is like this. I am really shocked by this, because this is literally saying, choose your thoughts wisely. You are in control. Well, if I'm in control and I'm feeling like shit, then I must choose to be feeling like shit, because I must be shit, right? So I'm worthless because I'm choosing to think that I'm worthless, and only a worthless person would do that. It creates that spiral So I've done basic counseling training, my level 2 and 1, 2 and 3. I'm by no means a counselor or anything like that. I've got some counseling skills training basically. But this is that toxic positivity thing that is so dangerous, so dangerous in the wrong hands, in the wrong mindset, even in the right hands, but at the wrong time. Things like this: choose your thoughts wisely. Sorry, you are in control. Oh, so what you're saying is when you had that mental breakdown, you were in control. You could have decided not to have a mental breakdown. Right, powerful witch, what vibration shall you put out into the universe today? That's fine. That's what I was expecting. Peace is not something you need to seek out. It lies deep within you. Be silent and still, and it will emerge. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You need not worry. You are capable of great magic. Okay, platitudes, but yeah, okay. There is so much power in the word no, and you are at liberty to use it. Okay. A calm mind, like calm waters, makes your journey easier. See, this is what I was expecting. Drop your scattered thoughts, make a witch's brew, and drink mindfully. It's simple, but it's magic. Okay. Control your thoughts and your energy. They are a powerful magic. Again, that's borderline toxic positivity again. As somebody who's gone through depression, as somebody who deals with depression on a daily basis, I take medication because I am clinically depressed. Therefore, it is a misfire in my brain. The chemicals my brain needs aren't properly produced in the right amounts. No amount of thinking it through or letting it go will help in that situation. This concerns me. I am actually going to email them and just voice my concern, because I'm not a trained counselor, but this is the sort of shit that when we were doing the counseling skills courses and the beginner's stage counseling courses, that you basically get warned about, because not everybody can do those simple tasks, because what is letting it go for one person is another person's mountain that they cannot move, cannot climb, cannot see over, cannot see past. So yeah. Okay, right. That has really disappointed me from them. It really has. But anyway, let's move on, because otherwise I'll just keep going over and over and over the same thing. But anyway, right, what's this? This is going to be our crystal, and it's going to be a thumbstone, which I do quite like thumbstones. They just feel really nice in your hand. Oh, grey aventurine. Oh, there we go. Look, I'll show you. I always keep forgetting to show you all on camera. That's quite nice, actually. I haven't seen grey aventurine before, not knowingly. I've probably got some in my crystal drawer right now, but that's quite nice. And I do like thumbstones. I like how they feel. Grey aventurine helps with grounding, stability, and balance, and promotes a sense of harmony and calm. This specially shaped stone is designed for self-soothing. Hold it between your index finger and thumb, and rub the pad of your thumb across the smooth indented surface to reduce anxiety. I do like thumbstones. I've actually got a few. I've got a really nice soda-like one, actually, which I think probably came from Witch Casket a while back. But there you go. Look, and if I hold it, you can see the imperfections, the inclusions running through it. So that does suggest that it is actually aventurine rather than just a bit of coloured glass. But I do like that. I like thumbstones, and I do like the fact that they do occasionally change up the types of crystals we get. It's not just the tumblestone. So I do like that. Our pin, I'm always going to like a coffee cup. That's quite cool. I don't know whether you can catch it on camera. There you go. Look, you can see. Doesn't really suggest witchiness. There's no pentacles or anything on it, but I guess for the more broom closeted witch, that's quite handy. I do quite like it. It's almost like a gravestone, isn't it? I do like their enamel pins. And then is that everything? Oh wow, it is. Okay. And then we've got a bag with some bats on. I do like the design. I'm not quite sure what it's got to do with anxiety or calming those. So let's have a look. Let's see. First of all, let's see what it is. Is it a spell kit? Is it a spell kit? Is this our spell kit? Oh, it is. Right. Okay. Oh, I got all excited for something for a minute there. Right. So what have we actually got? We've got. Hang on. We've got a pin. Sorry, a needle, not a pin. I'm gonna put these in there so we can see what we've actually got. I've got some string, some thread. It's a calming charm bat. Oh, so we haven't got a spell kit. Okay, that's interesting. We normally do get a spell kit. I don't normally do them, but we do normally get a spell kit. Let's have a look. So, oh look, we got a little bat to make. That's quite cute, actually. So the calming element is to make the bat, obviously, and we get a little bit of I don't know if it's still called K-pop. It used to be called K-pop. It's probably, knowing Debonair, yeah, knowing Debonair, it's possible that this is actually recycled pop bottles, plastic bottles, because you can get this stuff now, toy filling, that's made out of that. Right, so we've got our, I do like the bag though. We've got a bag, we've got our stuffing, we've got our bat. Is it 2 pieces of felt? Yeah, well, it's not quite felt, but yes, 2 pieces of fabric. And we've got this little thing. So I wonder what this is. It says you will need, oh, I know what it is. Felt pieces, yep. Needle, yep. Thread, yep. Stuffing, yep. And chamomile. So this is going to be our chamomile. I wish they wouldn't use stickers that rip like that. And then let's see what we've got. If you've never seen chamomile before, there we go. Look, lovely, lovely, lovely. I like chamomile, or chamomile for the Americans. Thread your needle with the thread. Lay the 2 pieces bat-shaped felt together. Sew along the pre-cut holes. Gently pulling to secure. Leave an opening, fill with stuffing and chamomile. Finish sewing to close and secure the thread with a knot. As you lovingly create this magical charm, do so with the intention that this loving bat will carry all your worries away. Feel free to add extra decoration, trims, amulets, etc. to your bat to make it unique or add extra magic. This is optional. In times of stress, share your worries and anxieties with your bat, or meditate with it and imagine your cares being carried away by this magical charm. Keep small parts away from animals and young children, obviously. That's quite cool. That is quite cool. I like that, actually. I do quite like that. I will actually make this at some point. If I have a very stressful week, you'll probably see it pop up on one of the live streams, either the Tuesday and Sunday live streams, which are at 7 p.m. UK time, or maybe even on a late shift where we do tarot reading from midnight, basically, quarter to midnight on a Thursday night into the wee hours of Friday morning. So you'll see if you're around for any of those tarot streams, you'll probably find this, and then you'll know Lisa's had a very stressful week. So it still doesn't particularly tell me what this thing is for. So I guess that is everything, isn't it? Oh, right. So before I pass any type of judgment, let's go through the pamphlet and make sure that I've got everything. So the wooden card stand with crystal tray, right? We created this useful stand to display your oracle, tarot, or affirmation card of the day, while keeping your crystals or tiny altar trinkets safe. But we've got items like this that we've had before from them, so it's a repeat kind of item, but also it feels like it should be in a box with a couple of, with 3 or 4 or 5 tumblestones and a little deck of cards as a set. It doesn't feel like it should really be an item on its own. I know it isn't, but it feels really tacky. Do you know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a really negative way, because if you haven't already got a little card stand, then it might be something really nice. But we've had nicer ones from Witch Casket in the past, and it just feels like the fact that it was in here on its own without any kind of description You know what I mean? It's nah. Overall, what are my thoughts? Well, a complete letdown, to be honest with you. This feels like a rainy weekend in Slough when you were hoping for a romantic weekend in Paris. And don't get me wrong, Slough's lovely, but on a rainy weekend when you were hoping to, you know, be going up and down the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe and all of that, it feels, it's really noticeable that it's in grey packaging. Now, don't get me wrong, again, I love my greys and blacks and all my gothic colours, but this feels like John Major. It feels like, do you know what I mean? Like the spitting image puppet of John Major. It just feels very bland, very grey, like a lukewarm cup of tea. This is what this feels like this month. And it's such a shame because this is coming in July where we've got Lammas at the end of the month. And Lammas is such a wonderful festival. Now, I don't know whether they themed boxes around that in the past. They certainly haven't done in the last couple of years. But we could have this really vibrant fireball energy where we've got our fireball, but instead of making a bat out of felt, we could have like a thick paper cutout of a poppet, and we stitch it. It could have all the holes printed in like the bat did, and we could stitch it and we could stuff it with wheat because Lammas is about the wheat harvest. So we could stuff it with wheat and we could stuff it with little bits, and then we could put that outdoors in our fireball and do the John Barleycorn ritual, bringing back the sun. We could do that. It would be a really nice thing to do. You could still sprinkle in your bath salts afterwards. That would be really good. You can tie in your thumbstone instead of making it a grey aventurine. Have your thumbstone to be like a really cool bright citrine or a jasper, something that's got that really warm summer but almost heading towards autumnal kind of feel about it. Have everything themed. And as for the card deck, I mean, I am really thinking that this would actually go really well in this, because some of these cards, the only thing I would recommend you do with them is to burn them. And I don't think I've said that about a single witch casket box in the past. I don't think there is a single item from any witch casket box ever that I have been so disappointed in this card deck. Ever. In fact, I don't think there's a single item from any of the subscription boxes I've ever got that I'm as disappointed in this. And that includes some of the really shitty makeup and beauty ones that I've had in the past, where I've got knockoff brands and fakes and all sorts. And I'm more disappointed in this. And that says an awful lot. So yeah, a complete miss for me this month. Unfortunately, the only item I am going to be using is this, and maybe the fireball at some point. But again, we've had fireballs within the last couple of years. We've had similar items. So a complete miss for me. But those are just my thoughts and feelings. Let me know yours down in the comment section. For you, this might be the ideal box. You might not have any of these items and you might be absolutely loving the content and desperate to get hold of them. And if you are, drop me a DM on Instagram, make me an offer, and you can have pretty much the entire box apart from the back, because I think that's cute. Don't forget, you can join me every Tuesday and Sunday evening at 7 p.m. UK time for live tarot readings on this channel. And there is a members only chat at 6 p.m. every Sunday as well. So if you'd like to join our membership, help support the channel, the work I do, and also make some donations to a couple of cancer charities here in the UK, you can find all the details just down below or wherever you see the join button. But that is it for me today. And as I always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.